Okay. First, we're going to do the anterior talofibular ligament.
Anterior talofibular ligament. We go off the lateral malleoli, just anteriorly to there. Here, we do inversion.
Yep.
It doesn't really pop up or anything because it's ligament, but you can feel it under your finger there.
You just feel kind of a structure stretching out.
Yeah.
Okay. Next is calcaneo fibular ligament.
So here, kind of makes a right angle, almost. Goes off of the lateral malleoli, right underneath, and you also invert the foot, but the difference here is you hold on to the heel.
Yep.
And you can just feel that. You can actually see it moving right now. Look at her ankle.
Yeah. Big time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Tendon of the peroneus brevis.
Tendon of the peroneus brevis. Okay, so I would have her adduct her foot.
Or abduct.
Abduct. Off of the lateral malleoli, I would go down, and it goes to the fifth metatarsal. You can actually see it coming up right here.
Okay.
Right there.
Yeah, I see that.
So for the longest, I would go just behind that a little bit, so posteriorly. And you can't feel it as much. It's the same action. You really have to dig in there, but that comes up along there.
Okay. And then the Achilles tendon.
Achilles tendon.
Sure, that's going to be really hard to do.
I guess you could go off the malleoli.
Yeah.
You go right in the middle behind, and then resist plantar flexion.
Boom. Posterior tibial artery.
Posterior tibial artery. So that you want to come to the medial side. And in between the medial malleoli and the Achilles tendon.
Yep.
Right?
So for the posterior tib, they're going to be in 30 degrees of plantar flexion.
Okay.
Posterior medial approach. Okay. Start from the tip of the medial malleola. Displace your finger 2 finger widths posteriorly.
Okay.
You'll notice a depression, which you can palpate the pulse of the tib artery. Posterior tib artery. Perform a dorsiflexion and you'll lose it. So keep it in plantar flexion if you want to feel the pulse.
Yep.
And then
So from there, we got the
posterior or tibialis posterior tendon.
Tibialis posterior tendon. So from here, we go off the medial malleoli.
So medial approach, start on the navicular tuberosity. Displace your finger posteriorly onto the head of the talus.
And what was the action for that then?
Isolate the tendon by asking the subject to do an adduction and inversion of the foot and ankle. So bring in the foot to the midline and then...
Oh yeah, it's right here.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's the posterior tibialis tendon. Anterior.
Tibialis anterior tendon. So
Anterior is really easy. You would just go from the medial malleoli up. This big tendon right here. You just have them dorsiflex.
Yeah, dorsiflex.
Yeah.
Got it. And then extensor hallucis longus tendon.
So I could travel down the foot, extensor hallucis. You would, here, do you want to relax on that? Have them extend their toe. You can see it coming right up here. For the digitorum, you would hold these fingers. You can see them going up right here, or toes.
Yeah.
And then
we know what you mean.
the pulse
Dorsalis pedal artery.
is right in between, right here.
Feel the pulse.
Yes.
And I feel an A+.